way the school was originated is sort of copied the assembly line. The person that designed the assembly line, in a sense, sort of designed the school systems or helped put their input in how it should be structured. That's why you see us sitting in straight rows. That's why you see us be released by a bell, just like a factory. And it really reminded me of how can we actually shift our institution and put it into the right context? Because maybe every child can learn, but the current system we're operating in is not necessarily helping every child learn.
Every time I am set in stone to speak somewhere, my heart is filled with joy. Because I know when I come to the conference, I have the opportunity to inspire somebody to simply be better. The beautiful thing about being a keynote speaker and a teacher is I have firsthand experience every single day that I'm with my students. So when I'm on stage and I'm sharing stories with teachers, you can see that they're looking and they're paying attention and they're listening to everything that's going on because we're speaking the same language. When it's time to talk about teamwork or leadership, you can see it inside of administrative faces and managers and CEOs that we're connecting because we all know it takes a village to make sure that we're being successful.
And that's why I believe if you really want to make a difference in the children's lives at your school as you go back, you have to start with relationships. It's called social capital. Everything in the world runs off of social capital.
When you invite me to your actual conference, I actually take the funds through social capital and financial capital, and I pour it back into teachers, which is essentially intellectual capital. I believe teachers need resources, materials, technology, professional development to make sure they're being the best individual that they can be so their students can be better. Every time I go to a conference, it warms my heart to know that me and the educators are having an experience of laughter, of joy, knowing that we're coming together within that moment to figure out how can we brainstorm to make the world a better place. 3 years ago, I remember being in one of the lowest points in my entire teaching career. I was going through a divorce, my classroom was out of control due to me, and I was trying to figure out what can I do to be better. I was tired, I was ready to quit, but I remember thinking to myself, what can I do to make this place that I'm dwelling in better? I remember I did not want to wake up and just be mediocre. I wanted to actually be something. Maya Angelou has this quote that says, I don't want to survive, instead I want to thrive and do so with compassion and humor and joy. And I wanted that to be my life. I wanted my life to be a reflection of that. So in that very low moment, I thought to myself, what can I change? So I went back to the classroom and started doing different things, engaging with my students, doing home visits, becoming creative with technology, working more in collaboration with my coworkers. And before you know it, an amazing moment with Ellen DeGeneres happened. And that changed my entire perspective in the world because it taught me that all of us struggle. But if you can find a way to push through, that's where the true magic takes place. So when I come to conferences and I talk to leaders and I talk to educators and I talk to different leaders inside of corporations, I can talk to them and I can empathize with them because to get a job done, it takes a lot of work. It takes a physical toll on you, it takes an emotional toll on you, but I believe if you can touch them with the right story and give them the right strategy, amazing things can happen in that person's life. Because of that moment at South Greenville Elementary, it really empowered me to get to the Ellen DeGeneres moment, which showed me the beauty of education. Those moments have made me such a better man. That same energy has fueled me to write my first book, Get Up or Give Up, How I Almost Gave Up on Teaching. It fueled me to write the first augmented reality children's book called Embrace It. Those moments have made me such a better man, to the point that it's given me the passion to speak at big conferences with 16,000 people like ISTE, or even down to AIE conference inside of Texas, or ASCD. So many different amazing experiences, and what I love the most is it allows me to connect with other people in a different type of way, which has led to different awards and accolades. But outside of those things, what truly matters is how I'm being significant to others.
And so I haven't really felt really successful or good about myself in the last couple days. And so this was the first speaker that really got me excited. I can do this. I can get out of my rut. I can overcome. I mean, it's all about perspective. And I think the quote about you can be successful, but that's different from being significant.
And I think that is where the significance and the X factor lies at. Taking those rough moments that we all deal with, turning it into something powerful that's full of love, and using that energy to give back to others. And that is what I love about the concept of Bonneville. That is what I love about going to different conferences and spending time with different leaders throughout the entire world, is because we're trying to push people to see that you are great and you can do great things. Now, how can we do this together by sharing strategies and collaborating? That is where the magic happens, and that is what I would love to do for you at your conference.